Hello, good morning, and welcome to this video. Today, we are talking about choosing to live your life differently from now on, because there's a great quote, and I'm going to say the quote now before I even start the card. Don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. Don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. Because just think about that when you're 75, when you're 80, when you're 85, whenever, and you're reflecting back on your life, are you going to go, oh my God, I didn't make those changes. I thought it was too late when it wasn't too late. Like it's all perspective. I'm 60 now. And when I think back to 50, of course, I see 50 as so young. I'm like, oh my God, so young. And it's funny because when people talk about how their aging skin and stuff at 45 and 50, I'm like, oh, you have no idea, just wait. Right? So it's all in perspective. So right now we may feel that so many things are too late for us, or it's too late for us, or that they're never going to happen, but that's not true. You're the youngest you are going to be right now. You are the youngest. Think about that. I know it can be a little sad, but we can't go back. So there you go. Got some reflection in these glasses just because of the outdoors, my window. The card today is Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And this is a great one. I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. So when we're deciding what we're going to do, it's like planting a seed in the garden. You decide you're going to do something or make the change or whatever. You plant that seed. You don't go digging it up in a week or 2 weeks and saying, why is that damn plant haven't grown yet? What is going on? Maybe it's never going to grow. Maybe there's something wrong with the seed. Maybe it's just hopeless. Maybe it's just helpless. I'm never going to be able to grow a plant, right? But we do that with our goals and with things we want to create in our life. We expect change too fast. And I saw that so much when it came to women wanting to lose weight. Oh my God. Literally, I couldn't believe it. 2 weeks, 21 days, 1 week, they're like, well, there's no change yet. It's not working. I'm like, holy cow. That's why you haven't been able to do it, is because when you expect something to change so fast, which it can, it's possible. But when you're only looking for that one result and not noticing all the things that are going on in the background, right? Like the seed underground, it is growing, it is changing all the time. You just may not be able to see that physically yet, but it is, know it, right? So we need to believe that the changes we're beginning to make within ourselves will create changes on the outer, but we can't give up. It's the stopping and starting, and that's what slows you down. That's when you sabotage, you give up, you get frustrated, you start to focus more about what you don't want than what you do want. And as we know, take these off. What you focus on expands. So what you focus on expands. So if your thoughts are going so much to, I don't have this, or this hasn't happened to me yet, or it's never going to happen to me yet, or how the heck is this ever going to happen? You're going to stay in that situation, in that vibration, right? Because that's your main focus. Where focus goes, energy goes, or where energy goes, focus goes. Can't remember. Where we focus on is what? So we focused concentration and desire and intention creates but we have to hold that for a length of time until it creates. You hold that until it creates. You don't go, I'm just gonna think that once and then never do it, and then think the opposite thoughts after that. So the thing is yes, you can set the intention and say, I'm going to achieve this by that date, and have an inner knowing it's done. No matter what, it's going to happen. I know it. Absolutely. Thank you. And then not think about it again. But in that way, if you don't have contradicting thoughts, you're okay. It will happen. But if you allow doubts, fears, worries, contradictions to keep coming up into your thoughts, that's when you stop it, right? And so it's not about being perfect all the time. It's just like, okay, I'm choosing these new thoughts. I'm choosing these new thoughts. I'm knowing that I'm going to have this. I'm going to get into the knowing of it. I'm going to take the action. I'm going to feel what it will feel like for it to be true for me now. And I'm going to just work towards it, right? I'm working on it. This is coming to me. I'm not giving up. And when I went to lose weight in perimenopause, well, for one, I completely changed so many things about my life, but that was my decision because I said, I will do whatever it takes to lose this weight, to feel better, to have more energy, all that, right? So I did whatever it took. So I changed me and I changed my life. I changed my habits. I changed my thoughts. I changed the way I ate. I changed my exercise. I changed my life. Like I had to say no to so many things because I needed to decrease the stress in my life. So it's just about this. You're deciding, right? And then you put the focus on what you desire. I'm working towards what I desire, not continually thinking about what's not happening or what I did in the past, right? Because then you're just creating more of that. So good. Okay, so today, think about that. Wow, where's my focus for today? What am I thinking about most of the time? What do I desire? So what do I desire? Okay, well, I desire this. So what does that entail? And another thing, don't get caught up in, especially for healthy eating or exercise, thinking you have to do it a way that you don't want to do it, because then you're never going to stick with it. You don't have to go to the gym 3 hours a day to lose weight. You don't have to even go to the gym. There's so many other things you can do. So if you're making these changes, you got to be doing it in a way that you're willing to do, right? It's like, okay, I'm willing to do these things for the result. And you stick with it or adjust it accordingly, but keep going. Keep going. Stop digging up the seed before it's sprouted and grown. And hold the faith. Hold the knowing. All right, have an absolutely amazing day. And I will see you again. What day is it? Next week, because this is Fridays. All right, bye-bye.